MKBHD is one of my favorite YouTubers. In fact, it was watching his videos that got me interested in making YouTube videos in the first place. I just watched his video talking about the foldable Samsung Galaxy F smartphone, and there's a lot of what he said that I agreed with, including what he said about the Royal Flex Pi, the so-called first smartphone to feature a bendable screen. I'm putting it up so you can see. Look at it. Super hideous, right? It looks so plastic, it looks like a cheap knockoff of something better. And they're charging, what, 1,300 USD for it? Seriously? And bros, that is for the basic model. Probably not the best way to spend your money. But the Samsung prototype looks a lot more polished. It looks like something closer to a finished product. In fact, they are probably going to release the phone next year in 2019. But like what I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I think I agree with most of what Marques said about the phone. I think it's quite exciting, it's quite interesting to see Samsung really pushing the envelope about what they think smartphones will look like in the near future. But there are some things that Marques didn't cover which I feel is worth covering. Let's talk about what I like about this concept. Having a smartphone that folds out into a tablet opens a lot of possibilities. First of all, I can see that this will be great for gaming. You know, the one thing that I don't really like about playing PUBG on a mobile phone is the fact that my fingers get in the way of the screen. But if you have a broader 7.3-inch screen like the Samsung's, what's to say that the developers can't dedicate the top half of the screen for the game itself and the bottom half of the screen that players can use as a controller, and maybe even make it mappable. But if gamers want to play PUBG the traditional way, they can simply fold the screen, but at least they know that the option is there. Of course, I'm really excited to see what kind of sound system Samsung is going to put into this smartphone, because having the extra real estate in its hardware will allow it to maybe put 4 speakers in a smartphone, because right now smartphones that have the best sounding speakers usually have them in a top and bottom configuration. So what's not to say that with that extra hardware space, Samsung can put 4 speakers in, top and bottom, but on the other side as well. So when you open the smartphone to game, for example, you get louder, more open, and wider sound quality. Samsung should probably hire me as a design consultant. Okay, anyway, let's talk about some of the concerns I have about the Galaxy F as it's now known. Powering one screen on the phone is so different from powering what is a tablet screen and another screen at the back. So that's bound to have a negative impact on battery life, but as of yet we do not know what measures Samsung is taking to mitigate this. I have some concerns about the app support as well. Will Android app developers develop a totally different version of the app for the foldable smartphone screen, or will they simply reconfigure the app to take advantage of the new screen ratio? This remains to be seen. I'm not an app developer, but it seems super tricky to develop an app for a smartphone that has a big screen and a small screen, and both of them have different screen ratios. So I'm not sure, how is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like the early days of the iPad when there weren't apps developed for the iPad yet, so the app had letterboxes, or what? My next concern is that the internal screen is not covered with a layer of, say, Gorilla Glass. So how durable is it? Is it possible to accidentally scratch it with my fingernails, or can I use a stylus on it? We don't know for sure because Samsung hasn't addressed any of these concerns. What's encouraging is that this is still a prototype, so what we saw at the developers conference a few days ago might not be the final product that comes out in 2019. But my prediction is that, oh, and this is where I disagree with Marques, respectfully, I feel that the Samsung Galaxy F will end up being a niche product, most likely for creative professionals and certain types of gamers, the rich types. But it won't gain mainstream traction because it's one more form factor that developers have to develop for. And apart from Google, I don't know of any developers that have come forward and say, hey, I want to develop for the Galaxy F. I love its form factor. None. And I see this as a make or break factor because I'm assuming that this is going to be sold at premium dollar. It's got 2 screens, one tablet screen and a small screen. So it's got to be at least in the above $1,000 range. If I'm going to spend that much, it better bring me the best value that I can get for my purchase. And if the UI is lacking, or if there are not enough apps being developed for this form factor, I don't see how this can go mainstream anytime soon. So that's my opinion. Thank you for watching. I've included a link down below to MKBHD's video so you can watch it, because I feel that he did a very good cover of that, of this particular smartphone. It's definitely worth watching, and please subscribe to his channel because I think MKBHD is one of the best tech reviewers out there on the platform, and I'm proud to be supporting him and watching his videos as well. And please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the bell to join my notification squad because I upload videos every single week, and this is the only way you'll get notified. So thank you bros for watching, and please support this channel on Patreon. Your contributions help keep this channel going. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you again in the next video. Facepalm out!